Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's finance chat, our weekly, twice weekly California middle class tax refund chat. We can talk about student loan debt forgiveness. There's not really much to say with that, not much going on. Oh, shoot. Debbie, I've got the little green guy here in the background for you. I'm still working on my setup here. Still pondering whether to buy a Christmas tree or not. I'm leaning towards no. I really want one, but I don't think I should spend the money on one. But me and my mom went to the Dollar Tree yesterday, the $1.29 tree. And I have a Christmas hat with the little green guy on it. So I will probably wear that on Thanksgiving. I do stream live on Thanksgiving, just so that no one will have to be alone on Thanksgiving. I haven't 100% decided on the time yet, but I think it's going to be around 3:30 because we're going to eat at 5:30. So I figure like 3:30 to 4:30 we won't be doing anything, and then like 4:30 to 5:30 it's like go time on cooking all those sides. Hi KAFLA TV. It looks like you did another vaccine drive at the the Korean American Federation of Los Angeles. I think that's great. I did not watch the World Cup. That was very early, so I don't know how Korea did with that. So let me know in chat. Debbie, got the green guy for you. I don't have the rest of my setup quite worked out. But yeah, I've got the green guy in the background. Okay. Hi, Maribel. You bought a $5 tree for your kiddos from Target. They have a $5 tree? That seems perfect. My mom is allergic to real Christmas trees, and she's also allergic to poinsettias because sometimes I get those. You know what? Okay, let me jump into William's question. For people like you that changed your bank account since 2020, when will you be receiving the middle class tax refund? So, unfortunately, people that changed their bank account information, you'll get it, but the last mailing date for that group is January 14th. Let me go ahead and start pulling up that screen because someone else had a question about, they're not in the chat, but I promised them I would get to this at the beginning of the stream about garnishment. So January 14th would be the last possible mailing date. And then even right on the Franchise Tax Board's website, they're saying to allow up to 2 additional weeks to actually receive the payment. And then from there, they're asking people to, like if you call, they're even saying to allow up to 4 weeks. So 2 weeks after that. Okay, so I just I'll show you since we're sharing the screen. Sorry, we're scrolling down. Where is the timeline? Oops, let me scroll back up. Okay, so right here is where it is. You'll get the debit card payment, direct deposit recipients who have changed their banking information since filing their 2020 tax return. So, in the earliest mailing date would be December 17th, but they're going to continue to go out all the way through January 14th of 2023. But that's just the debit card mailing time frame. And down here, is where it says to allow up to 2 weeks from the issue date to receive your debit card by mail. So I know that's not what people want to hear, but that is the timeline. And then, of course, if it comes earlier, that'll just be hopefully a happy occurrence. Oh, dang it. Did it not scroll down? Oh, or I just scrolled too far up. Okay, now I'm going to scroll back up and get to the garnishment question. So in general, they're not taking this money towards like taxes that you might owe or any government agencies. They're not taking the money for that, but where is it? Oops. Sorry if I'm scrolling too fast, you guys. It's not the returning your payment. Okay. So to the person who asked in the comments, hopefully you're seeing this. So this is on the Franchise Tax Board website under the section Help with the Middle Class Tax Refund. And this is the collections, offsets, withholding orders, and wage garnishments and levies section. And here's where it talks about garnishment orders. In general, the MCTR payments are not subject to garnishment orders, with the exception of orders in connection with child support, spousal support, family support, or a criminal restitution payable to victims. So it says with the exception of. So it looks like this would be subject to a garnishment order in terms of child support. So that's what it said about that. Debbie, do you get a Christmas tree? Okay, let's see here. Oh, Korea's playing Thanksgiving Day in the World Cup. Okay, so that's awesome. We did Williams. Oh, so yeah, it does. I'm gonna just be honest, it does feel a little bit crowded because house hacking is something that I recommend. House hacking is when you save money on your rent by renting out more space. But my house is so small to begin with. Um that it does feel a little crowded. And then there's things that I forget, right? I forget like that when you have a roommate, they need a shelf in the refrigerator and some space in the bathroom. And because I don't have a lot of counter space in my bathroom either. Um, there's just there's one bathroom in my house. So, which is fine. Like, I mean, there's two bedrooms and like he's quiet, he's pleasant. There is like a language barrier. This is a friend of a friend who's visiting, and it's going to be really interesting when my mom stays over for Thanksgiving, because then there's going to be 3 people in the house, which again is fine. I'm planning on sleeping on the couch where I'm sitting right now, and then my mom will sleep in my room, and then the roommate sleeps in the blue room. And he's only here temporary too. He's here through January 9th. So it's not a forever thing. And I'm going to go back to the blue room. Actually, I have something cool planned, but we'll see if it materializes. Okay. Maribel says, if you filed taxes for 2020 and updated the address on the Franchise Tax Board website, should they send the card to the new address and not the address you had back in 2020? Yes, that's correct. It should go to the new address. And I actually made a video on how to update your address. So yes, updating your address should cause the debit card to go to the new address, not the old address. Okay, Mickey says, last year's tax return is still pending. Your ID was compromised and you finally received a letter from the IRS saying that they're now working on your 2021 tax return after waiting 6 months. I need to wait. So that really stinks that that's happening, Mickey. I'm sorry about that. Um, hopefully you'll get a refund. um, but yeah, a lot of people's 2021 tax returns are still delayed, but I'm always disappointed to hear that that's happening to one of my viewers. And yeah, Debbie, we'll make it work. Also, you guys, since we're just kind of talking here, at one point in time, I actually had 3 other girls living here. I said yes to a friend. They didn't know them when they moved in, but now I have 3 beautiful Swedish friends, and I'm welcome to go visit them in Sweden whenever I'm there. And one of the girls, her mom has even stayed with me before. So shout out to Liv's mom, Leah, both just all of them lovely people. Um, but the girls shared the futon. Two of them shared a futon in the blue room, and the third one slept on the couch, and then I slept in my room. Whew, that was a lot of people in the house, though, for sure. But they were all like off sightseeing and doing whatever beautiful 20-year-old Swedes do when they visit the US. Okay. I'm having hot chocolate. I'm so excited. You guys know I really like apple cider though, but it's a hot chocolate kind of night. You moved from the address. Yeah, yeah. As long as you updated it on the franchise tax board website, it's supposed to go to your new website. Um, Not your new website, your new address. Okay. Roxana, what if I didn't make any income in 2020? Will I still get the California relief check? You are supposed to, as long as you filed your 2020 taxes. So there's lots of different scenarios where people can either have like a $0 adjusted gross income, AGI. There are situations where you can have a negative AGI. There are situations where maybe all you got is unemployment benefits. And as long as you filed your taxes, you should get this as long as you meet the other income requirements, meaning like, or, that you lived in California for more than 6 months in 2020, that you still live in California now. The income requirements, meaning like that you made, less than $250,000, but a zero adjusted gross income would mean that you would qualify in terms of the income. Mickey says, what about the 2022 tax season? Anyone hired to handle this year's? Not that I know of. Not that I know of yet. I know that the IRS is supposed to be hiring a lot more people, and that's something I think I would like to do. Like, I don't want to catch people on their taxes, but I want to help people get all the tax breaks they can. And he goes, I'm just nosy about what other people's finances look like. And if I did their taxes, that would be a way for me to see that. Hi, Andrew. Andrew, I had forgotten what your last name was because people were asking for the link to your channel. So Bibay. And then I was searching Andrew and it didn't come up. Yes, see you on Thanksgiving. Family Dollar says, why can't I get this $350 now? I wish that we could expedite this. I wish there was a way to do that too, but unfortunately there's not. Hi, Francis. Okay, Debbie. No Christmas tree. It won't fit. Well, I could make it fit. I could organize and make it fit. Okay, Joel says, lots of us who didn't get the 350 yet must be envious at our family and our friends that got it. I wish I had my Christmas money already. I need to cover gifts. Otherwise, you order everything last minute. Yep, or you could go the no gift route. That's always a possibility. Read a book together, play a game, call your friends and family. Francis, if you still need to update your address, you should do it now. Okay, Manuel, if I owe child support, do you think that they'll take it? So, Manuel, I'm not sure. I do have that page up right now. That's what I'm sharing my screen with is the garnishments, offsets, withholding orders, wage garnishments, and levies. It does say in terms of garnishment orders, it says, in general, the MCTR payments are not subject to garnishment orders. But then it says, with the exception of child support, spousal support, family support, or a criminal restitution payable to victims. So I do think that I don't know if they'll take it all, but it looks like they might garnish it at least. I haven't seen Roy in a little while, but I do have the little green guy in case you missed him. Alex, I wish wish people got their money before Christmas. That's when people need it. January, what a joke. Yeah, and the 350 still, that's not very much. What else did I want to say about that? That me and my mom, I needed gas yesterday when I was out, and gas finally is under $5 a gallon here in California. I think it was $4.89, and then I paid the 35-cent fee because I paid with my Yada debit card because sometimes they do giveaways. Oh, there's Roy. Debbie, ask and you shall receive. Alex, my belief is this: don't believe you have this rebate. Yeah, until you actually get the debit card or deposit. LOL. That's always a good way to treat any kind of money, right? Um, at my old job, for many years, they always give us like an extra $20 on our birthday. Because I'm still the type of person where I'm excited by $20 and a birthday card. So that was awesome. And but never like in my head, I'd be like, "Oh, what can I do with this $20?" And there is still things that you can do with $20, but like never spend it until it's actually in your hands, no matter how much or how little it is. And there are actually studies done that say like looking at something and thinking about buying it actually gives you the same like pleasure level as if you actually bought it. And I think that's why they say, like, if you see something that you want, wait like 2 or 3 days before you actually purchase it. The frustrating thing is it is around the holidays. It would help a lot of families who want to give their children presents for Christmas. It would, and it would be nice. Hopefully, fingers crossed, even though like totally agree with you. My mom would say, like, don't count your chickens before the eggs have hatched, right? So don't count on that money until it's in your hands. But hopefully, like, if you do need to, like, put something on a credit card, hopefully the money will come before that credit card payment is due. Okay, the big cheese. Xmas trees sucks. The real ones leave a mess. That is true. It's just like I've only had a real Christmas tree, I think, just once in my life, and that was the first year that I bought my house. Because growing up, we had an artificial one, just as much fun to decorate because my mom's allergic. Guys, speaking of my mom, I don't think that she would mind me sharing this. You guys know my mom lives in a trailer, which means that some people, they're probably still making payments on their trailers, but my mom's trailer is paid off, but she has to pay space rent, and she just found out that the whole trailer park got sold. So she's nervous that, and so am I, that they're going to tear it down and build something else in its space. They are going to have to like do surveys, and they'll have to like maybe pay her some money, but it won't be very much because the trailer is very old and it's too old to be moved. And on my mom's income, she probably can't afford to pay more than what she's paying now, which is $600, including utilities. And so, probably before too long, she's probably going to move in with me. Oh, Mickey, you were a tax preparer years ago. That's a cool job. Okay, Roy says that he's been summoned out of bear country and it's nice to see each other in the chat. Okay. Mickey says, you guess when you get your 2021 tax return, you'll wait another year for the tax relief money. So this is actually based off the 2020 taxes. So this shouldn't have to do with anything with the year 2021. And a lot of people have actually said, well, why didn't they go off of 2021? And the thing is, like, the deadline for the 2021 taxes to turn those in, that actually just ended October 15th, like with all the extensions and everything. So I think if they would have based this off of the 2021 tax year, which is the most recent completed tax year, then nobody would have gotten the money until 2022 or 2023 next year. So I think that they wanted to get us that money in our hands faster. And I think that's why they went off the year 2020. Sorry. Terror year, whatever. Okay, let's see. Oh, oh, okay. Please share how you've got your truck to quit smelling like cats. It better be nice. Okay, Vanessa says you wish the franchise tax board can somehow have a way to make your deposit or debit card come faster. Yeah, I know a lot of you guys really are needing this money and it's frustrating, but at least hopefully it's comforting knowing that it is coming. But again, totally agree with Alex. Try not to try not to spend outside of your means. Try not to spend anything extra until that money arrives. And Alex, did you fix your car? Okay. Um, After many people commenting that it smells bad, you're gonna reupholster the interior with a long strand of microfiber material. That's a good idea, Roy. Okay. I'm gonna do some hot chocolate. If you guys could like the video, I'd appreciate it. So, James, there's not really a good way to track it. The best way, and I know that a lot of people are saying this is inaccurate, is to go on the Franchise Tax Board's website and see when it's scheduled to come based on your last name. What a lot of people are forgetting, and I can't believe I've made it this far into the stream without mentioning, is that oops, let me scroll back up. If you received an advanced payment from your tax service provider, like those Emerald cards from H&R Block, or you paid your tax preparation fees using your refund. And a lot of us think, oh, I didn't pay any tax preparation fees, but that's usually not true. So how it works is like H&R Block or TurboTax, all those agencies, they'll do your federal for free. But usually at the end of doing your federal taxes, it's like, do you want to go ahead and file your state taxes with us? And you say yes. And then it's like, oh, well, that'll be $14.99 or it'll be $29.99. And but then it's like you can go ahead and go through the entire process and then decide if you want to pay for it or not. And so most of us do that. And then if you're getting a refund, it's like, oh, you're getting 200 back from state. And so then once you're getting money back, you don't mind spending the money to file. So then you decide, okay, I'm going to pay this 15 bucks, I'm going to pay this 30 bucks. And then to go ahead and file the state with the service that you're already using to do your federal taxes. Then at the very end, after you find out how much your refund is, it asks if you want to pay those fees out of your refund. And like pretty much everybody that I know, they do want to do that. I do that because why would I pay money out of my pocket when that way it feels like I'm paying for it? Whereas like if I pay for it out of the refund, it just, I'm still getting like free money back, but it's just a little bit less free money. So if you did that, then that puts you into the last group of people receiving the payments. And the reason why that puts you into the last group, this December 17th through January 14th, plus 2 weeks, is because a lot of times when you get one of those cards and you pay the fees, then it's like your payment goes through their bank first. So the same is true with the middle class tax refund. It's like trying to deposit in your name, but to like the TurboTax bank, and that won't work. And so it has to get rejected by their bank. Then it goes back to the Franchise Tax Board. Then they have to figure out where it should actually go. And that's why that group of people are going to be the last group to receive it. I hope that made sense. And guys, if you're new to the chat, Roy is harmless. I'm just going to let him babble about bears off to the side. But if you're like, why isn't Shelly doing anything about Roy? Roy sometimes livens things up. Oh, and anyway, James, there is a number that you can call, but in my experience, the reps have not really been helpful. They're just pulling up the same chart that we're looking at together, and they're telling you when it should go out. And then there's this part that says allow up to 2 weeks after the mailing date to receive it, right? But when you call the Franchise Tax Board, then they're telling you to actually allow 4 weeks after the mailing date. So I don't feel like the information that they're giving people is accurate. And again, to Alex's point, you won't really know until it arrives how much you're getting. I have to shift positions because my leg is falling asleep. Francis says, just get the tree and bring your mom. Oh, and add a room. There's no room to add a room. Like my lot size is really small too. So there's no way that I could add a room either. One day I'll have you over, Francis. My mom would actually probably love you to death. Okay. Mickey, you're still waiting for the 2020 taxes. Oh, for 2020, 2021, well, we haven't filed our 2022 taxes. Ben says, Christmas trees are kind of cool until they start to die and get all dry. Yes, that's true. But since small lot size, it's a small walk to the road to pull the tree out. Okay. Yes, your spark plugs are replaced and your car runs strong like bull. Okay, that is great to hear. I'm very glad to hear that. And hopefully it didn't cost too much. And I'm glad it was just the spark plugs. Okay. Once the interior of Roy's truck is done, if one of the kids accidentally uses the bathroom inside the truck, the microfiber material will soak it up and you won't have to constantly clean it up. That's true. You'll just need to take that off and wash it. Mikey says, you appreciate me. And my videos during the pandemic helped you a lot. Thank you so much for saying that. That really means a lot to me. And I appreciate all of you guys. Some of you guys, I'm not even sure why you still tune in, but I like talking to people. And right now, since I'm not working, I don't have like even any office mates to talk to. So I really look forward to these. Debbie's saying, out with the cats. Okay. And then Mickey says, I gotta move my foot. Hold on. You'd love to meet the person who stole your ID. Ouch. Oh, foot asleep. Ah. Oh my goodness, guys. Sorry. Also, I'm like using an actual laptop desk thing. Oh dear, my foot was asleep. Okay. All better. Okay, back to what Mickey is saying. Mickey said, I'd love to meet the person who stole my ID. Maybe they'd have your checks and could afford to take me out to get a hot chocolate. I shouldn't laugh. That's not funny, but I'm glad that you have a sense of humor a little bit about it. Like, that really sucks, having your ID stolen like that. I've known a lot of people that have had that happen too. And it's just the worst when it hangs up everything. Okay, Family Dollar says, people forget that the franchise tax board says that non-Golden State check people won't get their debit cards printed until December 5th for the last name starting A through K. Yes, that is also true. And then December 5th through the 17th, and then plus the 2-week time frame that they're saying to actually allow it to go out in the mail. Plus, if you call the franchise tax board, they're actually saying 4 weeks. Okay. Aw. Uh-oh. Wait, did I say your name wrong? Miki. Isn't that what I said? Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry. Oh. Oh. No. I realized what you were saying. I was like, did I say Mickey wrong? Okay. Don't worry about correcting your spelling errors, you guys, in these. Like, I can usually figure out your comments, and I don't judge you if you, in a quick text and chat, don't spell perfectly. I don't spell perfectly. And as long as I can figure out what you're trying to say, we're good. Okay, Linda says, my husband and I got our refund already, but you really wish everyone could have gotten it before Christmas. Yeah, I'm glad you got yours, but same. I wish everybody would have got it before Christmas. All right, Roy, I think I'm not going to read all of your comments. Jenny's reporting wild turkeys on her property. Okay, I hope she's not planning on cooking any of them for Thanksgiving. Yeah, I think she has lots of animals on her property. Some reps are dingbats, no offense. Haha. Yeah, they really are. And so Also, Claimer, they will dial the franchise tax board for you. When I called to try and ask them a question about this, I was on hold for 4 hours, and the rep that I got was not knowledgeable. I knew more about it than he did. Um, he wasn't able to answer any of the questions that I had. So it was really frustrating. And to me, from what I've seen on the Facebook group that I'm in, I would not recommend wasting the time calling them because it doesn't seem like they're giving out any information that isn't on the website. The only thing that's different is the website says in writing to allow up to 2 weeks to receive your payment, whereas the reps are saying allow up to 4 additional weeks to receive the payment. I will say that at this point, today was kind of the last day that I thought maybe direct deposits might hit, because in that little section between the dates and the little part I have highlighted, it says that the direct deposits can occur 3 to 5 business days after the issue date, but it could vary by financial institution. So at this point, anyone who hasn't received it by direct deposit is going to be getting the debit card. Uh-oh. Of course I'm going to give shout outs to Roy and to you. Oh, a cat that smells like cat litter would be better than one that smells like strays. That's probably true. Okay, Linda says, so the franchise tax board reps are bad as some of the clueless EDD ones. Wow. And I can't believe people are on hold for 4 hours of that incompetence. Yeah, and I have my phone in my pocket because I was going to make a video about that. Let me see if I still have that. I'm sure I screenshotted it. Is shotted it a word? I don't know. Oops. Where is it? Is it this 11:13? No. It would have been before I went. Anyway, like it was definitely 4 hours. It was a little more than 4 hours, I think. And then, oh yeah, I remember what happened. He just kept telling me to call the number. And this was when like the numbers weren't work. And I was like, no, I called the number and no one's answering. And then like I did, once I had the agent on, I made him hold with me. And I was like, this is what happens when you call. And I 3-way called him. Live your life. I don't have office mates either. You work remote. So you listen to me and others. Well, thank you. Yeah, I just like touching base. So, yeah. So I will sometimes go off topic because sometimes during these, I appreciate all of you who listen to the whole thing, but like a lot of times we answer the same questions and we go through the same scenarios, and I don't mind that at all. I just still want other people to get value out of the chats as well. At this point, like I know Ben and but not like in real life, but I feel like I know you guys. So I'm always happy when I see familiar names and everything in chat, and that's why like I share about my mom and what's going on with her trailer park, and that's why I made sure to get the little green guy in the shot for Debbie. I also have some socks with him on there now. I'm getting a whole collection of little green guys stuff. Okay, Joel says, if someone stole my ID, I would hire John Wick to hunt them down. Hi, Scotty. Roy, you think that you've had an animal mascot? It would be it would really boost morale, like a real animal, not just the little green guy, and not just like, because I could change this little picture in the back so that it's a bat. Oh, he'll be red, and I mean, I guess he kind of probably looks like a little devil, but he could be a Christmas bat. So there's our animal mascot, Roy. No, we get a bat. But if you mix, see, this is how my brain works, guys. If you mix the word bear and cat, you'd get the B from bear and the AT from cat, and you'd wind up with a bat. So we've got a red bat. Okay. Live Your Life says, you received all of the Golden State and your accountant took his fees. Your last name starts with S. So will I get it sometime in September? Sorry, December. It would help if I could read. So it looks like you should, unless your accountant was like a TurboTax accountant or um a TurboTax accountant or an H&R Block accountant, and then if they took their preparation fees out of your refund, then that could potentially put you in that last group of people. So the last mailing date, if you got your Golden State stimulus, would be 12/3. But then 2 weeks from 12/3, let me see when that is. Uh-oh. Is this doing this? I made everything big, and now I don't know how to make it little. So I can't pull up my calendar. So I guess I might not be able to tell you when that is. But 2 weeks after 12/3. And then, of course, the reps at the franchise tax board are saying to allow 4 weeks. And that might be because, like, I feel like every year when it's around the holidays, we start to see reports of delays with the mail. Sorry, I'm trying to get the hot chocolate, which I set on the floor. Okay, got it. So I think maybe their timeline, that 4-hour timeline might be 4-week timeline might be closer to accurate. Joel, don't non-Golden State people get theirs in December? Next batch is coming. It is coming, but that whole allow 2 weeks after the mailing date thing could kind of trip people up. Ben, I want to sue California for causing me severe mental distress for $350,000 instead of $350. Now make it $2 million. I'm down. Then that would make my Shelley's millions if I got $2 million from the state of California. I don't disagree with you there. Mickey, I called San Diego, the 211 number, and they have no clue about any help for disabled elders. They claim that social workers quit during COVID. I told them to hire me. They should. That would be amazing. Also, Mickey, for disabled elderly people, there are definitely programs that can help, like with utilities, even sometimes if you need repairs to your house. So, like, check on the website of whoever your utility provider is. Even sometimes cell phone providers can provide discounts to seniors. What else? I'm going to probably check out Mint Mobile. And Mom, if you're listening to this, they said that they would give us, it's called a SIM card. They said that they would actually send a 7-day trial SIM card so that we could see if that worked before we committed to switching over. What other help is there? There are always food banks, you guys, and please don't be too proud if you guys are hungry. Please check out your local food bank. And again, I've said this before, but maybe your food bank is at the Catholic church, but you don't have to be Catholic to go and use their services. Also, KAFLA TV was in here. And I definitely, I got my booster at the Korean American Federation. Dang it, I always get it wrong. So I'm going to put his thing up there again. The Korean American Federation of Los Angeles. I'm not Korean, but I am of Los Angeles, and that's just like a lot of times where they're offering these programs. And of course, there is a heavy, for their services, it is largely for Korean Americans as well. But you don't have to be. You just have to, be willing to go there and say, hey, I would like your services as well. And it's the same kind of with food banks. If they are offering any kind of food assistance, then you're able to ask for those services. And they don't try and force their religion down your throat or anything like that if you go to a food bank. My mom got a free turkey. Oh, what's going on with my computer? Okay. That's Roy saying we need a channel mascot, a bear body, and a jaguar head. and a dolphin tail. Okay. Yeah, 4 hours. And they don't know much. No, but I knew that I thought I was gonna, like, use that as part of a video, and I was gonna talk about, like, because for a little while, they sent out the cards early, and then people weren't able to activate them, but they had that fixed by the next morning before I could even make a video about it. But it was for research of a video, and whenever I have to hold for, like, 4 hours like that, I just put it on speakerphone, and I go about my day. So, like, I drove to my mom's, but then when I picked her up, I was like, You have to be kinda quiet because 'cause I'm on hold." But it was just the hold music, and we're still having our conversation, and then we're in the car driving back to my house, when they finally picked up. What about a blood-sucking lawyer bat? Okay. The mascots needs to have a mythological anatomy. All right, so maybe we'll mix like a bat, a bear, and a cat. I do love cats. Okay, Roy. It's a good idea. Oh dear, you guys. Okay, let's urge Shelly to bring in a bear to sit during the interview. Oh, I have. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Okay, you guys always want to know about stuff that I got from the movie theater, and I think. Oh man, there was a bear. Where'd he go? Well, there was a bear right behind me. Somehow I've lost bears. How do you lose a little bear? I had a little stuffed toy of there was a movie called like Ted, the talking teddy bear, but he was like a foul-mouthed teddy bear and he said bad things. And he's somewhere on the shelf behind me. I think he fell, so I'm gonna have to dig around behind the couch. Anyway, you need to start a blog for seniors. Mickey, that's a really good idea. Any kind of social media, you should get together. Are you single? You want to date my mom? Um, that's a good idea. Anything with social media is really good to start. And if nothing else, like some like this, it can help just bring people together and kind of build a community. Because a lot of times, and I worry about this with my mom, especially when the pandemic hit and the senior center was closed, like she was really lonely. Seniors get lonely, and anything that brings them together, makes them feel heard, lets them know about resources. I think you should. I totally, and you guys, I'm all about the school of YouTube. That's how I learned what service I could put up your comments when I'm going live on. That's how I learned how to get somebody to, I did not make the little bat icon myself. I did that through Fiverr. I probably looking back, I probably wouldn't do that again. But whatever, I had them made, the little emoji things. The person did a great job. It just that those weren't necessary. Anyway, but you can look up tutorials on how to start a free blog for seniors and do it. Maybe you'd make a little extra money on the side too. I think that's an awesome idea. Okay. The Shelley's Millions Bear, Jaguar, Dolphin. Why don't we throw in Jenny Silver's Wild Turkey while we're at it? Big Cheese, you went to a food bank at your local church. They have canned food that's fine and good, but the produce was wilted and just bad. So they do sometimes get like the day old stuff, and you do need to kind of eat it really quickly. And so like normally, like, because my mom's given me some fruit from the food bank before when she goes, and like, maybe out of 5 apples, maybe 2 need to be thrown out and the other 3 are good. So you do have to look at it a little bit more, but like definitely some of it's still edible. And if you're really, really hungry, like you can definitely make some meals out of that. It is a lot of canned stuff and a lot of bread and stuff sometimes. There is a bear out here somewhere. Okay. Anthony. Oh my God, I have both of my guys that I can't say their names in here tonight. Although Anthony, like, I'm just like, it's not, I don't think if YouTube dings me, especially right now after everything that happened again, they shouldn't. So your screen name is Your Gay Lover Says a bear in gay terms is an older or larger man with lots of hair, facial hair. So interview from that kind of bear. Haha. Yes, that is true. And I just, okay, well, not just, but like 2 years ago, maybe longer than that. I'm blurring time. I learned about the term otter, which is kind of, if I'm not wrong, it's like a younger bear. Anyway, I like the term otter. Guys, also my grandma was full on like totally a lesbian, and I wonder, she really looked like a man. People would always be like, "You sure you don't mean your grandpa?" And I was like, "No." And she like legit was a lesbian. And she looked so much like a man. I really wonder how she would they feel about like all the stuff going on with like the trans community right now. I'm like, "Grandma, like maybe you would have identified as a man." But she always would get offended at restaurants when people would call her sir. So like maybe not. I don't know. I do not know. But I wish she was alive so that I could ask her that. um okay, Rupert, you got your middle class card today and it worked for $3 and then it's frozen. Where did you try and use it? That's so frustrating to hear. A lot of people are unfortunately reporting problems like that as well, where they've had trouble activating them, where they're calling the number listed on the card, and then when they type in like the needed information to set up their own PIN, that it's not letting them. Um, I honestly, Rupert, what I would do in that case is I would walk in to a teller at your own bank and see if they can basically cash it out for you or help you transfer the money from the card into your own bank account. That's super frustrating. Ah, thank you, Mickey. Oh, get a lifted truck. Yep, yep. um Yeah. So, Anthony, almost all of my friends, like I think I told you this, like pretty much all of my friends are members of the LGBTQ community. So much so that like I teased them. I was like, "Are you guys going to invite any straight people to your parties? Because like help a girl out here. I would like there to be like some possibilities of somebody for me to date here." But yeah, my friend Abel is married. His husband's, they're both gorgeous. Um my best friend is trans. I hope they don't mind me saying that. So yeah. Okay. 20, you still have 20 kittens? Okay, Rupert. So you were at the Google Play store. It worked for $3 and it won't work anywhere. Yeah, so again, I would try taking that into like your bank, whoever you normally bank with. Then that is, you guys know I like Yada Bank, but that is the one drawback back to Yada Bank is they don't have any in-person branches. Um, so they're not great if you need to go into a teller. Even they have like customer service. Yeah, I'm gonna say yes. It's the week of Thanksgiving. Yeah, I don't know. I would, and I won't guarantee that Wells Fargo is going to work either, but honestly going into the Wells Fargo and speaking with your actual teller, I think that's going to get you further than calling, because I've heard, I have not tried this out for myself because I don't actually have a card that I need to get activated. I did get mine direct deposited, but I've heard that it's pretty much impossible to get a live person on the phone with Money Network. So, um I hope that if you go to Wells Fargo that they're able to help you transfer it off the card and or at least tell you what you should do. And even though you're going to spend time with the teller at the bank, I think that that will be like better than and less time than it would be to try and get somebody on the phone. Ben, it could be in your band. His band member stage name can be his current screen name. You love it. Yes. Okay. So, Ben, I'm not saying your name because YouTube will ding me for sure for saying yours. Yeah, you're welcome, Rupert. I wish I had like better advice for you. And you are here. Let's go to that page. Let's get back on topic. No, we don't have to get back on topic. But um when we go to the Money Network website, and also there's supposed to be these ATMs where you can go and withdraw everything for free. Let me make sure I'm sharing the right page. Yes, I am. Okay. So use your card, blah, blah, blah. So you're supposed to be able to shop anywhere that the Visa debit cards are accepted, in store, online, or by phone, which would include the Google Play Store. You're supposed to be able to get cash back at the register if you make a PIN debit card purchase at a participating merchant. So again, that would be anywhere where Visa is accepted. You can use this ATM locator over here to find a surcharge-free in-network ATM where you're supposed to be able to get cash. And then we're going to go to the help center so that we can see this. Okay. Oops. Can I transfer the funds to my bank account? There are multiple ways to transfer funds from your MCTR to an existing domestic bank account at no cost to you. You will need the routing and account number for your bank to complete the transfer. You're supposed to be able to transfer the funds online at mctrpayment.com. Make sure you activated the card before you attempt to transfer funds. Then register for online access. So actually, are you still in the stream? Because it doesn't say anything about doing it in person. Are you sure that your card is properly activated? Anyway, there are instructions on the website about how to do it. And see, this is the number that everybody's saying they're not actually picking up. Okay, I am going to click this cardhold agreement and fee schedule. Oh, dang it. Where are you? Because the fee schedule talks about in-person transactions. Okay, so over-the-counter cash withdrawal. If you just go in and you withdraw it, they charge $1.25 at a financial institution that honors cards with card association logo on the front of your card. So that should be just the Visa logo. But I would first probably try and transfer it the other way. That's so crazy. And it's crazy. It's not that you're crazy, because lots of other people, like I said, I'm in a Facebook group about the card and they have trouble with it. Good night, Debbie. Yeah, I think around 3:30. I can try and do 3, but I think 3:30, because my mom she's diabetic, so she eats at 5:30. And I feel like between 4:30 and 5:30 it's going to be hectic, but I feel like at 3:30 to 4:30, I'm pretty sure that's the time. Okay. Oh, what a doll's life. You got your card and you already transferred the money to your bank account. That is awesome. Vanessa says it's our money and I want it now. Yep. That's crazy, Rupert. All right. Good night, Debbie. Okay. You guys, I think that it's time to hang up my hat tonight. Debbie, I'm going to be wearing the little green guy Christmas, like, Santa hat that my mom got me from the Dollar Tree. It's because it's pretty amazing when I go live on Wednesday. So this week, guys, there will be an extra live stream. This will be the 3rd year in the row now where I go live on Thanksgiving. And we can certainly talk about the middle class tax refund. We can talk about student loan debt, but we're probably mostly going to talk about, like, whatever my mom's favorite food is to cook on Thanksgiving. I'll talk about how she beats me at Monopoly. Maybe we'll actually play a game of Monopoly. I don't know, because that might take more than an hour. Um, I had someone say, "People actually finish games of Monopoly?" Yes, my mom just beats me all the time. Not like she beats me at Monopoly. I would like her to be in a Mr. Beast video where they do that. Um, but anyway, we will talk about other things on Thanksgiving besides just finance. Okay, Mickey, I'm thinking about protesting at San Diego City Hall, maybe a starvation strike. If I could get a news crew, what does it take to get the attention of representatives seriously? Okay, so Mickey, if you're in San Diego, I think Lorena Gonzalez, I believe she's still your assemblywoman and she's really good. If you're able to get a hold of her on Twitter, that's what I would do. Or go to find your rep. I think it's .gov. Let me go to that real quick. Um, Hang on. Let's see if I can. I think it's still Lorena Gonzalez. Find your rep legislature.ca.gov. Let's see if I can just type in San Diego and see if it comes up. She's really pretty responsive. Oh, shoot. Well, I don't know the San Diego zip code, do I? Is that gonna be, nope. Why is there a map if if it doesn't give me a zip code? Also, apparently can't use my mouse. But anyway, she's really, try to get a hold of her because she's pretty responsive. And Rupert, yeah, I don't, all I can say is that at least you're not the only one having this problem. What if you go through those steps to try and transfer the money? That's crazy. Money FTP. Sorry, I'm going to go back to that page and then go back to the Money Network page. And then go to the Help Center. And then go to, oh my goodness. Why does this look like a different set of questions? Can I transfer the funds to my bank account? Yes. Transfer them online at mctrpayment.com. Be sure you've activated it. Register for online access by going to login, register now, follow the prompts, select transfers in the US under money out. It does say that you need the routing and account number for your bank account to complete the transfer, which you should be able to get either off of a check or like once you log in. And then transfers take about 2 to 3 days to post. And then if you want to use the mobile app, again, make sure you've activated it. Download the Money Network mobile app. Register for mobile access by clicking new user, follow the steps, create user ID and password. Make sure to have your MCTR card handy. Click the top left menu and click send money to an external bank account under move money out. Follow the steps to set up your destination bank account prior to completing your ACH transfer. And then again, transfers typically post to your bank account in 2 to 3 days. Maybe try that first. Oh, okay, Mickey, we're going to go back and look at, I'm going to use that zip code to find your rep. Okay, let me do the zip. Do I have to put it all in there? Hold on. 91911. 91911. Don't give me your whole address on this damn street. San Diego. San Diego. I lived on Bird. BYRD. Oh, there's my whole BY. It was 211. 2111. Bird. IRD? Bird. Oh, shoot. Okay, don't give me your whole address, but do go to this website here. I'll copy and paste it and I'll put it in the chat for you. And then star forever, I will answer your question, but I don't want to skip monkeys. Whoops. Oh, you got yours yesterday and doubled it at the casino today. That's cool. Very happy, glad that you were able to walk away when it was doubled. I always lose money when I go to the casino. Okay, star forever. I wonder when letter V will be getting the cards by mail. So we'll go back to that. The FTB as in boy website. So letter V. If you received the Golden State stimulus, it's supposed to, the mailing date, the debit card mailing time frame is supposed to be the 20th, so yesterday, through December 3rd. But then don't forget that it's telling you to allow up to 2 weeks to get it by mail. And then again, if you call the franchise tax board, they're actually telling people to allow 4 weeks, not just 2. Okay. Chula Vista. I think it's going to make me totally put in an address, Mickey. So I think you're going to have to go to that website on your own. And please don't give me your whole address online because that's not safe. But yeah. Oh, hi, Rocky. I'm glad you made it too. I am going to hop off soon, although I'm really curious about what in the heck. Okay, San Diego, California. When do P's get theirs? So if you got the Golden State stimulus, you're in the same group with the V's. LMNOP. Yeah. So that'd be 11/20, which is yesterday for the mailing date through December 3rd. Then that 2 weeks that they're putting in writing, but then if you call, they're saying 4 weeks. So really any time for both of you whose last name starts with P and V as in voice. It's okay, star forever. I'm sorry. I wish I had a better thing for you. It says it's on hold. That's so crazy. It says error, your call is on hold and to call the number on back. Yeah, and then Rupert, will you let me know what they tell you after you call? Because if it's on hold, you're probably not going to be able to transfer it in person. So for anybody just tuning in, Rupert had he activated it. He spent slightly less than $3 on it at the Google Play Store, and then it locked it. And he's not able to access his card. The Pony Express is faster than USPS. Yeah, I don't doubt that. All right, you guys, I'm going to head out. So again, if you're feeling lonely on Thanksgiving, or if you know somebody that feels lonely on Thanksgiving, tell them that me and my mom will be going live at about 3:30 in the afternoon. Oh no, did I say Wednesday? I meant Thursday. Thursday, guys. Sorry, Thursday. Yeah. Good night, you guys. Please, Rupert, in the comments, don't pop in on Thanksgiving. Enjoy the time with your family. But on the comment of this video, let me know what was going on, because you are not the only one who's having that problem. And I would love some insight as to what they're saying is going on. And of course, you might wake up tomorrow morning and it'll just magically be unlocked. All right. Bye, Rocky. Yeah. All right, you guys, have a great night. Happy Thanksgiving. And I will see you Thursday at 3:30. And yeah, you guys are like family to me. So join me on the live. If you guys are tired of your own family or just don't have anybody to spend Thanksgiving with, I want to make sure that no one's alone. Oh yeah, we got stovetop stuffing. I think a double order. All right, you guys, have a good night. Happy Thanksgiving.